You a musician? I don't know. Never been in a band or anything, but it's what I want to do. I know it sounds stupid.
Riverman is so disrespectful, yo.
Don't sound stupid to me.
But this, I think I'm at 10 now. I think I'm at number 10, Black Bulls in horror. I might break this month and do like Black Johns in horror and show love to the chicks. For the uninitiated, John is basically, it's anything. It's Philly's own personal noun. It could be a person, place, or thing, but in this case, Black Johns in horror will be like, it's like saying black chicks. Y'all get what I'm saying. Philly natives know what I'm saying. But Riverman, Basil Wallace. Basil Wallace he's a good character actor that he deserves a lot more love. You know, he's in Return of the Living Dead 3. He's in Caught Up, underrated fucking hood movie, directed by one of the writers of Tales from the Hood. It was one of those Steven Seagal movies he was in. He's in The Wood. He pops up all over the place. Him as Riverman. First of all, his little setup that he's got down in the sewer, it looks like Maurice from Little Monsters lives down there. Like the way the lights are strung up and all that type of shit. But the fact that he's, does it bother me that the token black guy in Return of the Living Dead 3, he's kind of playing it up like I knows what's going on around here. These parts. It's like, yeah, that's kind of overwhelming, but I can kind of appreciate the fact that there isn't a character, regardless of how bad parts 4 and 5 are, awful. There isn't a character in the entire Return of the Living Dead franchise like Riverman. He's a very unique character, and he's helpful. He sees that this Kurt and Julie need help. He doesn't know Julie's dead right away, but he sees they need help and that the Spanish, the Spanish gang is on their asses, so he helps them. He gives them a place of refuge for the most part. Him and Kurt have a really good moment, a really good exchange of dialogue that you don't necessarily get in any other Return of the Living Dead movie. And he's still trying to help, even when shit hits the fan and motherfuckers are coming back to life, he's still trying to help Kurt anyway, because he has that moment where they're all coming back to life, and he's about to close the door, and he's like, "Kid, get in here," and Kurt's trying to bring Julie, and he's like, "Not her." Like, that's like the blackest, realest moment ever, because he's like, "Listen, you can come in here. Whatever the fuck she's turned into, she can't come in here." And him and his good nature, man, and him wearing his heart on his sleeve, it gets him killed, because Julie eats his fucking brains. And he still has a moment of redemption, man, where they weaponize him when he turns into a zombie, and they've got him in that exoskeleton suit. He's basically getting blown to bits by Sarah Douglas's character. She's fucking him up with that shotgun, and he still makes himself useful even as a zombie. Kurt shows him the Mardi Gras coin that he gave to him earlier in the movie, and he remembers him. He remembers the coin, he remembers Kurt in that moment, and he opens up those bars to let him and Julie out. It's in vain because Kurt and Julie end up killing themselves at the end, but there's so much heart to this movie that people don't give credit to. This is Romeo and Juliet and zombies. It's one of the most underrated zombie movies of all time. Melinda Clarke is fucking great. She's some people might argue she's not great. She is very over the top in certain moments, but I don't know how I would act if I got brought back to life and was trying to fight, eating people. But her and J. Trevor Edmond are so solid in this movie overall. Then you got Kent McCord, like I said, Sarah Douglas. I can't remember the names of the other actors in this movie, but this is a standalone Return of the Living Dead movie. Had you not even seen the other movies prior, it's a standalone movie. You could say, yeah, like I said before, the only bit of continuity throughout the entire franchise for the most part is the trioxin barrel. but it looks nothing like the one from the previous two movies. So if you go into this and you've never seen any of the other ones, I think you're gonna be pretty solid. And I didn't even mention Riverman gets shot. You know, he gets shot in his leg. Felipe shoots him in his leg, and he still is trying to help these motherfuckers out. He gets beat with the lead pipe in the sewer, and he don't snitch. And he stayed true to what he said to Kurt, where he's like, "What type of trouble are y'all in?" And he's like, "Come on, like," he's like, "Tell me what's going on. I may live with rats, but I sure as hell ain't one of them." And he does not snitch, because when they come down in that sewer looking for them, he doesn't let them know where they're hiding at. And Kurt here is definitely into necrophilia, because technically she's dead, and he's still trying to get them cheeks, them cold undead cheeks. Yeah, but Basil Wallace, Riverman, really, really great character. And I'm not gonna lie, man, I had a whole bunch of other Black Bulls in horror that I wanted to do for this last one. I was going to do Michael T. Williamson from Species 2. I was going to do LL or Sean Patrick Thomas from Halloween H2O or Resurrection. I was going to do Arlen, I think his name's Arlen S. Carpenter from Friday the 13th. There's a lot left, but I got to show love to the ladies at some point after this one.